All right, guys, it's official, baby. He did it. Air Prentice Noland has chosen the Ohio State Buckeyes. Is a massive get for Ryan Day and the Ohio State Buckeyes offense, especially with Dylan Raiola, who was committed 5-star in the 2024 class, then decommits and still has his commitment open. So what does this mean for Air Noland and Ohio State and Ryan Day moving forward? All right, let's jump into it here. We've got the highlights up. We're gonna jump right into it and see. I mean, first team All State, 6A Player of the Year for Aaron Nolan. They were the champs, 15-0. 55 passing touchdowns, 5 rushing touchdowns. This kid did it all in Fairborn, Georgia, most ever in Georgia high school football. So he is listed at 6'2", 185. We're going to see a lot of really good stuff from here, but as always, we like to talk about the industry comparison first. So as you're watching the highlights, he is the number 4 quarterback and a 4-star for On3. He is the number 7 quarterback and a 4-star for 24/7 Sports. He is the number 11 quarterback and a 4-star for Rivals, and he is not rated currently on ESPN and is listed as a 3-star. He is a 4-star in the composite. I thought he was a 5-star. I guess he's just short of that currently. He's literally on the cusp of being that. We're going to leave it as it is because he probably deserves to be up there. So what do I see, though, from him? He's very comfortable in the RPO offense. Now, he is a lefty. If you're watching right now, you're about to see that, and that is intriguing because we do not see a lot of lefty quarterbacks that are very good. But the one thing you can watch from right here, he is extremely good at attacking all 3 levels of the field. I think the arm strength is there. He can get you short intermediate area, and he can bomb it long, as you just watched right there, with great ball placement and accuracy. That is never going to be an issue for him. I think that he is a very adept passer, and he's going to show that to you. On top of that, you saw the rushing yards earlier and the rushing touchdowns. He is very good rusher and an intriguing rusher. I don't know that he's going to do a ton with his legs, but he can. Again, 55 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. Great touchdown to interception ratio. Let's actually take a look at his stats altogether. Last year alone, 4,095 yards passing with 55 touchdowns. We already talked about, obviously, the touchdown interception ratio. He actually only had 4. Year prior, 2,581 passing yards. My goodness, I can't get through this. 34 passing touchdowns and 7 interceptions for the rushing yards. So I'm talking about. Not a lot. He can beat you with his legs, but it's not a lot. 156 last year was by far his most, 42 and 35 the years prior to that. It really comes down to just what he does passing the ball. 73% completion percentage last year is extremely good for a quarterback, and he knows how to process the field. You watching him go through his progressions right here, uses his legs to buy time, big first down, nice little dump off, gets it. That is what he is. He is just a really good quarterback. There is a lot of people who have compared him to the lefty C.J. Stroud. And Stroud, we know, a ball placement specialist, and that is one thing that I think Aaron Nolan succeeds on, and that is a great throw right there to his receiver. Great ball placement. Watch a couple other plays here, but overall, I think you guys are getting the drift here. He is amazing. I mean, obviously, the wide receiver wide open, but still a great throw. His footwork is incredible. I think that he does a really good job making sure his feet are always set. Nice, smooth delivery. He can, as I said, challenge all 3 levels of field. That's a great little out route right there and a great throw. So I think he's going to fit the Ryan Day offense perfectly. I really do. Again, he's not the biggest. I definitely think he can add some weight, 185, 6'2", as you can see just watching him on here. He is a little bit lean, but, I mean, just that's a beautiful throw. You tell me that doesn't get you excited as a Buckeye fan, right? So he is going to be very good, and I am very excited to see what it means for him going to Ohio State and that Ryan Day offense. What is more intriguing is that it is kind of a loaded room currently. We got Kyle McCord and Devin Brown battling it out for that starting job. I believe Kyle McCord will end up winning that job. So then it comes down to, does Devin Brown transfer out, or does Devin Brown stick around and get that job next year as Nolan comes in? If that's the case, you're looking at probably Lincoln Keenholz being the guy in his sophomore season because he'll already have a leg up there, at least in my opinion, on Noland being a freshman this year. He'll be a sophomore, right? He'll be a sophomore as Noland is a freshman, and then when Noland is going into his sophomore year, Keenholz will be a junior. It's his chance to be that 1 year, which then would follow up here with Noland. It really seems like Ryan Day is pushing that 1 year starter thing. We'll see if it works out. I think at some point either Brown or Keenholz transfers out, and if they do that, it'll be all Noland, an accurate passer to all three levels of the field. He's got enough mobility to really buy time, and he can burn you with his legs if he needs to, but it's really just a buy time ball placement specialist, as you just saw with that throw right there. The lefty C.J. Stroud, as they say. I'm not going to go that far just yet. I want to see him do it on the field and the college level, but he's going to be a great add to an already good Ohio State Buckeyes quarterback room. Guys, if you like this content, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn those bell icons on so you don't miss any of this stuff. Ohio State gets themselves their quarterback in the 2024 class in Air Noland. Can't wait to see this guy next year with the Buckeyes.